Tony Stark, a legacy of iron. Tony Stark's arc through the MCU, from selfish genius to selfless hero, made him one of the most beloved characters in cinema. He wasn't perfect, but his flaws made him human. His armors weren't just weapons, they were metaphors for growth, pain, and redemption. His death in Avengers Endgame was both tragic and heroic, closing a chapter on an era-defining character. For many, Iron Man was the emotional core of the MCU. To enter Riri Williams. Ironheart. In the comics, Riri Williams is a 15-year-old tech prodigy from Chicago who reverse engineers her own version of the Iron Man suit at MIT. In Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, she made her MCU debut, with her solo series Ironheart set to explore her origin more deeply. Marvel positioned her as a successor to Tony's technological legacy, not a replacement but a continuation. However, one moment sent waves through the fan base. The controversial quote. In leaked promotional material and early discussions about the Ironheart series, Riri reportedly makes a comment along the lines of, "Tony Stark was great, but I'm smarter." That single sentence became the flashpoint for intense backlash. Why fans were angry. 1. Disrespect to a fallen hero. Fans saw the quote as dismissive of Tony Stark's journey and sacrifice. He wasn't just a smart man, he was the man who saved the universe. To many, the line came off as arrogant, especially since Riri hadn't yet earned her place in the MCU narrative. 2. Lack of emotional weight. Stark's character arc spanned over a decade, filled with trauma, personal growth, and ultimately self-sacrifice. Riri's quote, without that depth of storytelling behind it yet, felt shallow in comparison. 3. Undermining the legacy. Rather than honoring the man who inspired her, some fans felt Riri's line tried to overshadow him. Comparisons are inevitable, but many expected humility, not rivalry. 4. Forced genius narrative. Some critics felt Marvel was rushing to establish Riri as a top-tier intellect in the MCU without showing it through earned actions or development, unlike Tony, who built his legend from the ground up and nearly died multiple times doing it. To supporters' response. Others argued that Riri's quote fits her character, a confident, brilliant teenager who's still finding her way. In the comics, Riri is bold and sometimes abrasive, traits that parallel a young Tony Stark. Some fans also pointed out the double standard, noting that Tony made arrogant remarks all the time, but was celebrated for them. The bigger picture.